everyone, welcome to our channel once again. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates, and also leave a comment to express your thoughts on this. As the collation of the presidential and national assembly elections continues, it was reported, according to reports, that the Labour Party has called on the Independent National Electoral Commission to cancel unverified and manipulated election results. It was also gathered, according to reports, that the Labour Party National Chairman Julius Abure made this known in Abuja on Sunday. In a statement, he said, "We took particular note of incidences in places like Obiapo, Kana, Eleme, Odibo, Rumukoro, and several other areas where the Labour Party was clearly leading in virtually all the polling units with very wide margins. Governor Nyesom Wike, faced with the stark reality of defeat even in the polling units in his compound in Warji, where Labour Party scored 323 votes against APC and PDP's 5 and 2, respectively, used the soldiers and police to intimidate, harass, and snatch ballot papers. Nigerians went into this election based on the assurances by the Independent National Electoral Commission that the deployment of beavers was a perfect antidote to electoral malpractices in Nigeria. But what transpired across Nigeria, if allowed to stand, is a purely betrayal of trust by millions of Nigerians in INEC," he said. Abure also added that APC has intimidated INEC with their thugs to dance to their tune. INEC staff were intimidated by these thugs in connivance with the military personnel and police officers who were deployed to protect them into doing their bidding, and were forced to manipulate the beavers, being afraid of the consequences of their refusal. Some of these manipulations happened way late in the night. We demand that INEC investigate these atrocities committed against Nigerian voters by the political class. We are therefore asking that INEC should rise to the occasion and cancel all the unverified and manipulated results arising from the presidential and national assembly elections in parts of Rivers State, particularly in places like Obiapo, Kana, Eleme, Odibo, and Rumukoro, amongst others.
Wow, we really have a long way to go in this country. I don't know how how we got to where we are today, where people can just do things and go scot-free without anything happening. You know, this 2022 general election was long anticipated and with a great hope. INEC has promised Nigerians that with their beaver machine, they're going to have a smooth and steady election. There's not going to be room for anything election malpractices, and they are going to be uploading results from every polling unit as the process is going on, so that there will not be any chances of manipulating. But trust us, this is Nigeria, and the ruling party is in power. The ruling party is the one handling this election, and their candidate is want to win the election. So with what we have seen so far, the this election is a fraud, big time fraud. You know, and is going down in history, as the worst electoral fraud in the history of mankind. Now, Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, who is a member of a PDP and a member of who contested on the platform of PDP in this primaries, lost to Atiku Abubakar. Create these G5 governors fighting Atiku Abubakar to make sure to fight Atiku Abubakar, asking the party chairman to step down for somebody from the south and all that, and he call it, equity, fairness, and justice. But look at what is happening in this general election. A man who is campaigning for equity, fairness, and justice has become a tool in the hands of have become a tool a fraud tool in this election. And he has immunity. Nothing will happen to him. By the time he will leave the office, they will have sworn in the new president. If you go to court, we know the outcome. But what am I trying to bring out here? The whole blame here goes to the INEC. Go to the INEC. If INEC has done what they need to do, there won't have been chances for all this, electoral fraud, electoral malpractices and all that. There won't have been space chance for that. If INEC has kept to their word, as they are from the polling unit, as the election is being counted, they are uploading it immediately. This all these spaces, lapses won't have been there, because as you are finishing your counting and verify it by the party agent, you upload immediately. All these issues won't have been there. But what happened? The INEC, because they know the game we want to play, they decided to, they have given their INEC officials instruction not to upload any electoral results. And we saw it in Lagos, where they finished election and people were asking the officials to upload the election results. And what happened? They made a call and a police van came to pick them up. And that was it. That is the end of the story. And we see that reflecting in the election result in Lagos. And this is exactly what is also happening in Rivers State. Vividly, open this broad daylight fraud. When people sat down, their votes were cast and counted, and they have the report sheet. But at the end of the day, what happened? The INEC went and declared something else from what is in the manuscript. Now, and there's a rule, a guide by INEC that says any result that is not are declared by INEC is valid. So if this is the system that they're going to play, why did they now come with the old idea of bringing the Beavers machine, with all the sweet coated mouth and confidence given to Nigerians? That is why Nigerians came out in mass to vote, hoping that their vote is going to count. But look at what we are seeing now. You are counted, the vote of Nigerians are being disenfranchised. Nigerians are being put on hold, as far as I'm concerned. You know, this is disheartening. Like as I said, that this will go down in the history of our country as the worst electoral fraud ever in the history of mankind. This is unacceptable and all that. Now, the Labour Party has come out to call for cancellation of all the unverified and the manipulated electoral results. No, now you can't blame them for doing this. I think this is the right thing to do. If INEC can reconcile with their the vote with what happened in the unit and cancel all the manipulated votes and all that, so that Nigerians can have the right a vote, and let the right man be elected. Because with what is happening now, at the end of the day, foul, will get the wrong people in power because of what they start to gain. I keep saying it, that these people are not there for the best interest of Nigeria, but their selfish interest. This is what is playing out. And today, they will say they are fighting for the masses. There's no masses. If you are fighting for the masses, and the masses has come out to say this is what we want, you obey. That is just it. But what do we see? Because they want power, they will go do everything to make sure they cling to it. Well, this is just my take. Thank you.